Good morning, everyone. I am Ayush Agarwal, and the topic is Religion is to Dogmatism what Education is to Liberation. Dogmatism is a tendency to lay down principles as undeniably true, without consideration of evidence or the opinion of others. It might also be compared to fanaticism. Therefore, it might so seem that this complex topic is about a single road bashing of religion and the glorification of education. However, the underlying theme of this topic is a seemingly simple question. If the very beliefs, values, tradition, ideas, and thoughts sacred to us, the very things that define us, and those which we have been conditioned to believe since our childhood, were to be questioned and proven wrong, would we let go of them and accept the truth, or would we defend it till our last breath? As logical, fact driven human beings, we often see in our daily lives that it might be impossible to convince someone otherwise in an argument. Therefore, in the case of this topic, to question the fundamental beliefs of somebody, the very values on which their lives have been built, seems impossible. Therefore, people come up with concocted rationalizations to justify against any possible attack, rather than taking an honest look at them. But then, the question truly is, are we really rational? Throughout history, there have been multiple instances of religious persecution, banking on the faith of the hopeful, and thus leading to a brutal suppression of rational ideas, and education not becoming the founding pillar of the human race. The examples of Galileo, Turing, and Servetus are few of the many such religious persecutions that have happened in our history. Therefore, holistically, if we look at this topic, it is a choice between it must be good because I believe it, or I believe it because it is good. Conclusion born from fear of change, excessive attachment to one's preconceived opinions, or a scarcity of alternate viewpoints, versus testing what works and what doesn't, and picking the best option among many at our disposal. What is our true choice? A study has been conducted on religious dogmatism, where two education is liberation. And when we look at this topic from that point of view, we realize that the two options that we have, one of being validated of our beliefs, and the second of accepting a different viewpoint, both lead to a rational and better informed human being. In the first case, if the other alternatives that we explore are not as good, it will increase our self confidence by reinforcing the feeling that we are on the right track, and we will engage with other people into different ideas and hold strong against them. In the other option, when we find out that our ideals were not as good as we thought they were, and there are better alternatives available, it was just as good a result because we win again as we have a chance to correct our mistakes, stop living according to flawed ideas, and discover a better path. Understanding that we have these two options to choose from is truly education. A very famous quote by Lin Chi, the Chinese Buddhist teacher, says, "If you encounter the Buddha, kill him." No, this does not mean crucify the teacher. What it simply means that in order to see Buddha, you have to be Buddha, and only then can you let him go. Once you stand neck to neck with Buddha, there is no more to learn from him. At that point, holding on to teaching becomes a crutch and identity. No teaching is meant to be held on to, but it is an experience at that moment. You take it as a stepping stone to reach the next level of understanding. Holding to it keeps you confined in a shell out of which you can never escape. Killing the Buddha does not mean Buddha is wrong or bad. It means you don't need him anymore, and it is time that you move on to build your own beliefs and values in this world. With this, we come to the end of the presentation, and I sincerely hope we all stay rational. Thank you so much.